Hey guys, so today we finally have something to talk about with respect to the Chrysler brand. The Consumer Electronics Show, or CES, in Las Vegas runs from January 5th today to January 8th, 2022, and this was the perfect time for Chrysler to show off some new tech and also unveil their brand new Chrysler Airflow concept that they've been teasing for quite some time. So today we will briefly look at the future of the Chrysler brand and then get into this new Airflow concept, which should be a production vehicle by 2024 or 2025. So let's get started. So first, what's going on with the Chrysler brand? There will be more of a roadmap to come, but this is what we know so far. If you aren't a Mopar guy or even a car person, you might have already thought Chrysler was pretty much dead, since they've been so quiet the past few years. But what was once a brand with innovative engineering, groundbreaking style, and affordable luxury with a full fleet of vehicles has now seen their lineup whittled down to an aging Chrysler 300 sedan and the Chrysler Pacifica minivan with several variants like the Voyager and Pacifica Hybrid. I will say that the Pacifica Hybrid is the only plug-in hybrid minivan, so they've latched onto that piece of innovation, and now it seems like Chrysler has found their desired path. They announced that they will launch their first battery electric vehicle in 2025, have an all-electric lineup by 2028, and also the Chrysler 300 will finally end production in December of 2023. Production will then begin on a utility vehicle, not confirmed, but I believe it will be the Airflow in July of 2024 at the Belvidere, Illinois plant. Some other sources are also confirming this as well. Chris Fuel, recently appointed Chrysler Brand CEO several months ago, spoke about this path, saying, quote, "The Chrysler Airflow concept represents the future direction of the Chrysler brand, providing a peek at the dynamic design, advanced technologies, and seamless connectivity that will characterize the full electric portfolio that we plan to reach by 2028. Chrysler is an iconic American automotive brand with a heritage in creating new advanced technologies and product segments. Our brand will serve at the forefront as Stellantis transforms to deliver clean mobility and connected customer experiences." End quote. And that's something that was kind of echoed by Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares, who said that he would not cut any of the 14 brands that fall under the Stellantis umbrella, especially not Chrysler since they have a lot of history and heritage, and he wants to keep that going. Fuel also said, quote, "Chrysler hasn't been a brand that's been invested in over the last 10 years. Part of restoring and revitalizing the brand is about product, but it's also about the customer experience as well." End quote. So she's definitely right about that, as Stellantis and FCA US before that didn't really invest anything in Chrysler and let the lineup go down to just these two models. But now Stellantis plans to invest more than 30 billion euros, which is 35.6 billion US dollars, through 2025 in electrification and software. So some of that will be going to Chrysler. Now we can move on and take an in-depth look at the new Chrysler Airflow. Teasing has gone on long enough with this thing. 2 years ago, there was a strange mock-up design of the Airflow at the 2020 CES show, and then Stellantis showed bits and pieces of it during their electric vehicle day in July 2021, and also recently at Software Day 2021. But now we have a much better look. First and foremost, this concept is more than just another vehicle, but rather a stepping stone for Chrysler towards electrification. As Ralph Gilles, the chief design officer at Stellantis, said, quote, "The Chrysler Airflow concept represents the start of the brand's journey toward a fully electrified future. It is a result of a thoughtful synthesis of the full arsenal of Stellantis' connected vehicle technology, inside and out. The design features a decisively elegant aerodynamic exterior and a modern, sophisticated interior that takes the customer on a new level of digital delight." End quote. So let's get into this car. First off, the design. The Airflow hasn't actually been confirmed for production. As we said, sources say that it will be in production by 2024, but Chrysler doesn't really confirm things until last minute. But the design is definitely ready and looks like a Chrysler. It uses the same Airflow nameplate that was originally from the full-size Chrysler Airflow that was produced from 1934 to 1937. That design was aimed at building a sleeker vehicle that was more aerodynamic, and the same could be said for this 2022 version. The Airflow has a very dynamic and athletic design, low to the ground with a two-tone sweeping roofline. It evolves the Chrysler design language that was started with the 2015 Chrysler 200. In fact, this looks like the more premium and luxurious version of a 200C. The Airflow is one of the first real-life examples of the Stella large platform, and that's important because that same architecture will be the foundation for the future Dodge Challenger LB and Dodge Charger LF muscle cars, and you can see all the Stella platforms on screen. The Airflow has a long wheelbase and wide track, and Chrysler opted for big 22-inch wheels and tires. Chrysler has changed up their wing logo again, displayed front and center over the thin grille, and the wing and the attached light blades are all illuminated with crystal LED lighting. The crystal LEDs continue to the full-width taillight, somewhat similar to the Dodge racetrack LED taillights, giving the Airflow the modern visual appearance that it might be wider than it really is. Below the taillights is a sleek diffuser that blends into the body and kind of reminds me of a Range Rover rear end. The body is painted in Arctic white, accentuated with celestial blue accents. Like the all-new Grand Wagoneer, this concept has welcome and departure lighting, as well as animated lighting to signal various things that are going on, like an aqua color to show that the Airflow is charging. Now we can move on to the technology and interior. Again, this vehicle isn't about getting from point A to point B, but rather showing off Stellantis' technologies and reinventing the customer experience inside the vehicle. Studies show that some people spend an average of 4 entire years of their lifetime in their vehicles, so Stellantis wants you to have the power to do more within those 4 doors. The Chrysler Airflow concept is designed as a space to bring people together, both physically and virtually. Recently, Stellantis had a software day where they covered lots of new tech that they want to release in the future. We won't go too deep into those software details, as that's enough material for an entire other video. But as CEO Carlos Tavares said, quote, "Software is one of the major pillars of our future at Stellantis," end quote. So, a few main components of that were the Stella Brand and Stella Smart Cockpit. Stella Brand is an end-to-end solution that connects the car to onboard microcomputers and the cloud, helping to transform the cockpit into a personalized living space developed by Foxconn, which is one of Stellantis' new partners. It is essentially a combination of hardware and software that won't get old or out of date like today's infotainment systems. It allows software developers to create and build features quickly into the cockpit without needing to wait for a new Uconnect system to come out and physically be put into the car. So the overall system will be able to update 30 modules with over-the-air updates. Stella Smart Cockpit is built on top of the Brain, which delivers a Foxconn-designed cockpit that gives customers AI-based applications such as navigation, voice assistance, gaming, e-commerce marketplace, and payment services. Stella Auto Drive is the final part of this Brain system that provides up to Level 3 autonomous driving in partnership with Waymo, a system that is constantly upgraded over the air, so Level 4 and Level 5 might be possible in the future. In case you were wondering, Level 3 uses various driver-assisted systems and artificial intelligence that make decisions based on changing driving situations around the vehicle. People inside the vehicle do not need to supervise the technology at all times, which means they can engage in other activities. Stellantis expects to roll out the Stella Brain to all the platforms and brands by 2024. The goal here is to seamlessly bring your digital lifestyle inside the vehicle while connecting you with all the other passengers. So this concept reimagines how the driver and passengers interact with advanced technologies while delivering a first-class travel experience that balances technological needs within a serene environment. Another big announcement just today on January 5th was Stellantis' global multi-year agreement with Amazon. Stellantis proclaimed that it will accelerate its shift to become a sustainable mobility tech company with this relationship, which involves Amazon devices, Amazon Web Services or AWS, and Amazon Last Mile. So that means using Amazon's technology and software inside Stellantis vehicles. CEO of Stellantis Carlos Tavares spoke about this partnership, saying, quote, "Working together with Amazon is an integral part of our capability building roadmap based on both developing internal competencies and decisive collaboration with tech leaders, and it will bring significant expertise to one of our key technology platforms, Stella Smart Cockpit. By leveraging artificial intelligence and cloud solutions, we will transform our vehicles into personalized living spaces and enhance the overall customer experience, making our vehicles the most wanted, most captivating place to be even when you're not driving." End quote. So now let's go inside the Airflow concept and see what they're talking about. So as you might expect, there are large HD screens for each passenger. The menu-based format is easy to use and understand, and they can be personalized for each individual and their interests. They can also be shared with other passengers by swiping. Each seat also features a built-in camera to video call others in case your FaceTime is down. The interior seems open, simple, and modern, kind of like a lounge design, as Chrysler seems to expect people to spend all day in these vehicles. The panoramic sunroof allows for even more of an open-air feeling. Those screens are all well hidden, perfectly integrated into the gloss black sculptures until they come to life. The interior colors chosen are calm, with white leather-wrapped seats, dark glass pieces on the upper parts of the doors, and crystallized celestial blue textures. The seats have a thin structure and base, which allows for more room and storage inside. No matter where you sit, the screens will control your every move. The driver has a small shift knob and a massive infotainment system to look at beneath the flat bottom and top steering wheel. Recycled material is used for many pieces, including vegetable tanned leather, floor mats, and carpets, signalizing a sustainable future. There's also ambient lighting in the upper door bolsters and armrests that can sync to the mood of the interior or the passenger's preference. As for the performance, there's not too much information released, as I'm assuming Chrysler wants that to stay somewhat secret for now. The Airflow does have all-wheel drive, which is possible for the Stella large platform, and is powered by two 150 kilowatt electric drive motors, which is around 201 horsepower per motor, one in the front and another in the rear. I'm not sure if those work simultaneously, or if that's actually 402 horsepower. The Airflow is more about the efficiency than the power output though, so this battery can go 350 to 400 miles on a single charge. All in all, you can expect a silent electric ride. So that's it for this video covering Chrysler and their Airflow concept. It almost seems ready for production right now. It's pretty realistic, good looking, and has those Chrysler vibes. It's also a preview of Chrysler's commitment to deliver that fully electric lineup by 2028. What do you guys think about the Airflow and Chrysler's future plans so far? Let me know down in the comment section below. I know that most of us aren't too fond of this electric stuff. It just feels forced down our throats at this point by politicians. Anyways, let me know if you'd like me to cover any other Stellantis stuff, like their new software updates, and other news from the 2022 CES. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you all in the next video.